Okay, you know, if you're drawing something like a circle or something like that, you know, you see that it's got, you know, a little gray box to specify radius or circle. You know, if I hit my down arrow key, you know, that basically gets you into that little menu. So, you know, I can, you know, specify diameter if I want, and say it's 4. Okay, and then if I click on a circle again, um, you know, it saves my, you know, I'm still in radius mode, fortunately, so that's just temporary. So I can, you know, hit enter though, and it's giving me a 2-inch radius, so it's still matching the circle that I just created. Um, so, you know, a lot of these things do have these little line menus, you know, including this, you know, so that gives you, you know, the ability to undo here. But anyway, it's just something to be cognizant of. Okay, and by the way, you know, on that dynamic input thing, you know, to get to that menu, instead of having to type a system variable, you know, you can actually just go to settings here, and that brings up that same menu you were at before, so you can go into the pointer input and make those corrections. So that's a better way than having to type a system variable to get there. Okay, now when drawing, you know, things like lines, you know, you got your off snaps, but I can, you know, hold shift and right click, and it brings up this menu. Now this is temporary, so you know, but I can use the from deal. So I just hit 2 there, but the problem is I don't think that really did anything. Anyway, but the point is it's got that menu there. Okay, but yeah, if I'm in line mode, oops, stupid undo key, you know, again, I can go and select, I guess you gotta, you know, I gotta hold down shift, you know, and right click, and then do from, and then it asks me to select a point. Okay, then I can go 2, you know, and it'll start from 2 in the direction I was pointing from that point. So, you know, that's the start point of our line. And of course I can do that, but I can hold down the shift key again and say midpoint between 2 points, and let's, you know, use this point here. Well, this point here I'll hit undo. Midpoint between 2 points, I'll choose this point and this point. Okay, so it's giving me my midpoint. So that's, you know, I was kind of wondering how those worked and where they came from. You know, I mean, where they were implemented. So, you know, that, you know, kind of tells me. And two, if you had your off snaps, your running object snaps turned off, you know, you can go, and these are supposedly temporary too. You know, you can go choose these modes individually, or go to your off snap settings. But you know, anyway, this allows you to at least choose a single mode to work in. And like I said, you know, sitting on center, you know, it's just temporarily overriding, you know, my other off snap settings. So my off snap settings are on right now, but I got it set to circle or center only, which is kind of cool. So, but you know, now that I've made that selection, my normal off snaps are back, you know, unless I go do that again. So anyway, it's pretty cool. I still say I prefer Rhino in it having these functions just laid out here. the bottom, so you can just click on them and use the Alt key to click on, right click on one, and then it deselects them, so that comes in really handy, but this is not too bad. Okay, another thing that's kind of cool is, and again, it's best to do this, you know, because again, when you got so many snaps on, you know, it doesn't really work. It's best to use your snap override. That's the perpendicular command. So if you wait for it to go deferred perpendicular, okay, like it'll do like that, and start drawing a line, see how it's, you know, it'll start drawing a line segment that's perpendicular to that. So, which is kind of cool. And basically after that, we're back into our regular snap modes. So that's kind of cool. And apparently these other running modes can be used temporarily as well. So, because again, sometimes they don't show up with so many, you know, options open. So, okay, then, you know, the same kind of logic, you know, can be, you know, applied to like tangent, for example. So, you know, I can select a tangent, and this line will always start from a tangent on that circle, and, you know, I can draw it to another point, you know, which, given the fact that it's a circle and set to nearest, you know, it'll select any point, but I can go tangent again, okay, and it'll try to find a tangent on this circle, I think. That worked last time anyway. Hold on. Yeah, right there. Well, that's a quadrant, though. Anyway, I guess that's not, maybe not working. I don't know. Well, that's a tangent. You know, because it's not trying to find any of the other, like, well, yeah, it is. You know, so it's not, you know, it's not it's not working so well. The second pick. So I don't know what the mystery is there. I know you can go to like parallel. Okay. Well, hold on, let me stop out of that command. Let me hit parallel. And create just an invisible line there, I guess. And it will create one that's parallel to it. Or, I believe, okay, let's do this again. Start a line arbitrarily here and go down to hit parallel. Okay, then I'll wait for that to light up. Okay, and then it creates a parallel apparent line. You know, you can see that green line, so that's a parallel to it. So that's pretty cool. You know, here's another kind of cool little trick. You know, if you go, I still haven't determined if AutoCAD has a an override. I don't think they do. But at any rate, you know, if you go and press tab, okay, you know, while you're about to select something, well, I guess it doesn't work unless you've actually selected a point. But anyway, you go use tab, you know, it actually selects the various snap modes, you know, that you have available. So, but I guess that's just temporary, I don't know. That hardly worked. Okay, and how you, by the way, how you turn on that, you know, I can't seem to get those damn quick properties to go away, but how you turn on the, you know, getting the commands to show up the cursor like his do. You know, you click this because it was unchecked on mine. But yeah, I still can't figure out how to get those stupid quick properties to go away. You know, because I don't like that. I don't need that. I mean, it's not that big of a problem, but still, it's kind of annoying. Um, anyway. Okay, thank God I learned how to turn off the zoom commands. It's here in user preferences right here. So, you know, so that, you know, we'll fix that frickin' problem. So now, you know, when I draw a line, and you know, I can press undo multiple times. Nope, doesn't work. Now what that does do, you know, what I did click on, you know, damn it. You know, if you notice before, when I hit undo, I guess this thing is just fucking useless. Yeah, apparently, yeah, there's no way you can screw with the undo at all in this system. I mean, you're stuck with how it works, you know, so I can't have it not undo pans and zooms, and I, you know, can't have it not activate every time I press the enter key, which, like I said, is incredibly annoying. I mean, it's just totally idiotic, and there's a whole forum of people out there complaining about it. But of course, nothing's being done. You know, I feel like joining that forum and telling them to go get Rhino because, seriously, you know, that's just retarded.